Happy Friday and welcome to week 32 recap. It's Mrs. KZED and Rickatron. How you doing, Ksenia, today?
I'm doing great. It's been a great week. We got our Veeam tours in EMEA up and running all week. So we got pretty cool discussions in Veeam user group. So I'm really, excited to see new members, to meet new members. And hey, how are we doing? I mean, you got a new background for a people
Well,
one.
it's not really new, and you mentioned Veeam forums and tours, and actually Veeam is carrying on. So actually today, I'm right after this recording, we're going to have some new content on the Veeam replay site. So we're adding 4 new nuggets. I'll tell you guys here because this is an exclusive here on the Community Hub. We're going to do an Ask Me Anything type session with the product manager for NAS Backup, a little secret weapon type content that I'm bringing in later. So
Ah,
I record that later today. So that's why I'm in the studio here. I cut my hair and everything. It should be great.
no, that's awesome. That's awesome. So we look forward to this. When can we expect this content? Do you know? Any
Well,
clue?
my nickname is Ricky One Take. Let's hope I get it in one take.
Yeah, yeah.
This one is recorded, but I'm pretty sure Taylor Group, the vendor, they can turn that probably in 2-3 days. So let's just realistically say next week.
Okay, okay. So, everyone who's watching, you just got, kind of secret information. So we look forward to that. And while we're talking about Veeam tours and Veeam forums, I just wanted, to give a shout out to all Veeam user group leaders. We started these discussions in community in Veeam user groups in Germany, in Austria, in Italian user group, and also in French user group. And you guys just doing a great job. That was so great to see how you meet new members, how, you share your experiences, talk about sessions that you love during the Veeam tours. So that's awesome.
Yeah, good stuff. And we had some good stuff happen in the community. What made the cut this week?
Okay, okay. So let me start with this one. And again, I do love Veeam because it always says you something that you don't know. And Matteo started a topic about reports of Veeam, so community can share their reports. So what they're using, what they are using in the environments. And Nico, he shared, I think, a decent amount of reports that you can configure, for any needs that you may have. But I suggest that everyone who is watching this recap, if you do use any other report that it's not mentioned here, go ahead and share what you have in mind, what you use on daily basis, probably on weekly basis. You never know. It's Veeam, right?
Yeah, I like this. I'm going to highlight this on the Veeam catch of the day, but Nico dropped in a really good list of 8 reports that are go-to reports. I'll probably drop in. There's one more I really like that I'll drop in there as a recommendation also. Even though we have a best answer, we're going to keep the conversation going. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I fully agree. And then we can keep this thread up to date, with more and more reports coming. We can just add them more and more and keep it as a Win1 report center or something like that. Okay, good stuff, Nico. And thanks, Mateos, for starting this discussion. And now the post that I would like to highlight, it was delivered by vNote 42, and it's about reasons, and actually it's kind of troubleshooting post, why direct sun restore failover to MBD. I love the trick, like look into the all details, like different reasons why it can happen to you.
Yeah, this is great. So vNote 42, again, dropping incredible knowledge here. But, let me pivot it another way, Ksenia. This is a scenario where the restore worked, but it didn't work as the infrastructure was designed, right? So those small
Yeah.
differences can make a big difference. And what vNote 42 done is kind of highlight some of the scenarios that can happen that might make the restore not function as you've designed it, because direct SAN is very fast, but NBD isn't.
Yeah.
So nonetheless, this is really, really great stuff. This is the type of stuff you can only get when you go through the drill. So great one again, vNote. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Wolfgang. And as you may see here, great conversation happening. Lots of comments. I love it. Okay, so another post, and Rick again. I know that like today we have chosen really different types of content, and this one was created by Nico, and he started a discussion about the immutable object storage appliances. So he put together some requirements that it should meet. And I love that because it's kind of exchange of experiences, sharing experiences about some ideas, some tips, tricks, and you may see that community is pretty active here. So everyone is sharing, their intakes and object storages, object storage world. Let's say it this way.
Yeah, fair shout. And Nico's doing the right type of diligence. He's got a short list of candidates. He's got some good criteria, and I really like that he indicated that the Veeam Ready qualification is in place because that's going to make a difference. That's very important. Immutability is really the future here. There's a lot of options, both with the storage partners that Veeam have and directly with the Linux technology we have with the hardened repository. So Ksenia, I've been starting to advocate kind of a cool angle here, what I call double play immutability, so that we think about the 3-2-1 rule, 3 different copies of data, 2 different media, one of which offsite, and then 1 immutable and 0 errors with recovery verification. We can get into 2 copies that are immutable, both the Linux repository and something like this with the scale out backup repository. So Nico's got the building blocks to do some really incredible stuff. So great job, Nico. And I'll probably drop in some advice here as well.
Yeah, please go ahead. Okay, everyone who is watching here, same as with Veeam One reports, please share your experience. Just drop a line. What would be your recommendation? Okay, so that, as I mentioned, that was pretty intense week, with Veeam tours, lots of discussions, boards created in community. I love that. I mean, I love when our community is so active.
Well, I love it that we didn't break the rule this time. We kept it to 3. So that's actually a really big win. So a good job there, Ksenia.
Okay, so thanks everyone for watching and see you in community.